The Sonic Boom is an engaging book about how sound impacts and affects our everyday life. Did you know that 70% of all communication is not what we say, but how we say it? Sound plays a vital role in how we interact with people, interact with nature, and in general, the world around us. Sound is energy in space. Beckerman points out that you can't touch it, hold it, or admire how it looks, but you can be actively aware of it. Sound can be good, sound can be bad, and sound can be invisible. Beckerman categorizes sound into three areas: neuroscience, psychology, and sociology. MRI studies show that listening to music can trigger visual memories and premotor functions. Sounds help protect us from imminent danger and keep us safe. Sound and music can create an experience. Whether you're strolling through a Disney theme park or walking through a grocery store, sound, combined with our other senses, helps create a total experience. The Sonic Boom is a marketer's dream. It illustrates how sound can be used with a brand to sell a product or service. AT&T is an example of a company that harnessed the power of sound to create a sonic logo that helped reinvigorate and reinvent their brand. Sonic branding is about thinking about sound in a strategic way, extending communication from seeing to hearing. Sonic branding increases brand awareness, differentiates competitors, connects with consumers, and if done correctly, can increase sales and revenues. Beckerman details the importance of having an anthem as well as a sonic logo. Most companies only reach for a sonic logo, but this is a big mistake. Beckerman makes the point that a brand anthem is important because it tells a story. It makes people feel something about the product or service, and it speaks to the values of the brand. But is sonic branding really necessary, and is it necessary for every brand? First, let's talk about branding. Believe it or not, there are disadvantages to branding. Brand identity is a way that a company wants to be identified by its consumer. Branding is important because it lets customers know what the brand stands for. According to Natasha Galandi from Demand Media, brand identity does have limitations. Branding is a very complex process that entails extensive research and is very expensive. Most firms have to hire branding experts to create the brand identity. Additionally, it's difficult to maintain and sustain. Consumers' preferences change and companies diversify and expand, and they must be careful not to tarnish the brand identity when doing so. Lastly, consumers are resistant to change. Rebranding may create confusion and brand switching. Just this year, Diet Coke announced that it was changing the familiar Diet Coke cans and rebranding them as part of their One Brand campaign. The new cans haven't even been distributed in the United States yet, but already people are talking about how the new packaging will create confusion. Turn now to sonic branding, which is a subcategory of branding. It should tell part of the story, and it should make you feel something that hopefully results in a purchase. Given the expense of sonic branding and Beckerman's full-on sales pitch that every brand should have a sonic logo, I am critical of the fact that he offers no facts or figures that tie into companies' profits that have a sonic logo versus those that do not. Take a look around you the next time you walk through a grocery store or go to an airport. You'll notice everyone around you is tuned into their earbuds. It's no wonder corporations are turning to a sonic logo to capture consumers' attention. Pandora music streaming service plays commercials tailored to a user's playlist. Sonic commercials increase brand awareness and potentially profits. According to an Adweek article written by Doug Stern, Anytime Fitness turned to sonic branding to promote its brand on Pandora and increased brand awareness by 22%. The world is shrinking due to globalization, and products and services from around the world are competing for your purchase. According to Martin Lindstrom, author of Brand Sense, consumers are bombarded with 3,000 brand messages per day. Lindstrom states that sound is one of the primary attributes of a brand. There is no doubt that sonic branding is the new frontier. I agree that a successful sonic logo will help create an emotional connection to the brand that drives brand awareness and loyalty, and thus may increase sales and profits. However, a poor sonic logo that doesn't fit the brand can create a disconnection between the brand and the consumer with significant consequences.